Where the fuck is this nigga at?
Watson Genomics is a state-of-the-art genetics corporation founded by Eden in 2133. Many of these
train ride.
Created right here in Eden Corp by our friends at Watson.
Is something going on, Operative? Your biometrics are all wonky. Whoa! What the hell was that?
It would seem you experienced a hallucination, Executive. Perhaps it's all those drugs you're on.
Drugs?
Oh yes, Chairman Shiro established the Gardens as a place where executives could engage in vision quests to keep the company vital. The air is awash in a variety of psychoactive and sedating substances.
I was waiting on this
Simon, you couldn't
I
have
was
mentioned
waiting on the
this
nigga to ask. So like, nigga.
Unauthorized persons identified on
But
trail.
that nigga just saying what I think he
Deploying
said, nigga.
countermeasures.
Shit, here we go. You see those generators we're passing? Take them out.
Oh shit. Well, what's this for?
Back out, get the squad together, and come back in. Wow. Nah, we got it's not the squad. We about to be back in field.
We've got company.
I'll
Lots
send it
of
back
it.
again.
I don't recommend letting this tram slow down any.
I gotta wait for a second.
Warning. Unauthorized person still active. Deploying protection grid at nearest transit point.
Hear that? They've enabled a laser grid at the end of the section.
Okay, dog.
I need you to destroy those generators as we pass by. It's the only way we're getting through this.
Okay, let me see my invites.
Approaching area locale 4.
Plane,
Moss and extinct spore-like trees from the late
Ooh,
Carboniferous
whoa, hey, moving tram. Whoa, shit.
where you at?
Woo.
We stopped.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
have to
come
continue
out.
on foot.
Or try to secretly let you join fly then seems like defeated.
Don't worry about me, Executive. I'm sure any rogue synthetics will think twice when they
Other
see his
niggas.
interface with his hackles
Oh,
on.
Boruto? Boruto and his
Man, Simon wasn't kidding.
Nah.
I'm reading all
Nah, he
kinds
talking
of
about the
crazy
Boruto
airborne
character
stuff in
niggas.
the atmosphere. Some of it is pretty old school, like what shamans use to trip their way into the spirit world.
Today there is not a person alive without one of Watson's patented genomics in their genetic structure.
That is horrifying.
Is it? I'll take your word for it.
Come on, Queen, come to the door, Ron.
Do you see the Watson compound? I need you to place your data core so I can hack the entrance. Come on. Connect the data core and I'll get to hacking it. This is getting weird. I feel like I'm tripping. Get it together, Operative. You're hallucinating. trying to plot a course between the glowing trees. It's the only way to keep your sanity. Damn, this is hard. Try to kick to the trees. It's the plants. Their spores are kicking up airborne hallucinogens. Stay near those glowing trees. Something about them that cancels out the effects.
And my squad mates at? Nigga, y'all niggas ain't came through the door yet? Oh, shit. Big chillin'. Oh. What's wrong, Ron?
Damn, this is hard. Try to kick to the trees.
Roam, roam, roam! Roam, roam! Roam in the house! This nigga Rome, where the hell this nigga at? Cupcake, nigga. Cupcakes and shit, nigga. You know that bitch don't love you, nigga. These hoes is for everybody, my nigga. Wait till the thing is loading. It's loading now.
Man, that was intense. Did you hear those voices? It's like they were really talking to us. Just head inside.
Okay.
No need to thank me, and I don't do autographs. Watson Genomics. My sister went here when she had her kid. If you ask me, everybody cares too much about being perfect now. So what if your sister was short and had asthma? I was good at other things, Tina. Sorry, I got a little carried away
Nigga,
there.
just spoil your shit.
Make sure to grab the data core and take it with you.
I don't know, nigga. We just got in here. I'm gonna go snatch a robot up though. Nah, I brought Nether for the shield. Make sure y'all niggas don't get fucked up. And put a shield around the Valkyrie. This is first time trying to kill one though. Alright. Yeah, I see the light. Waypoint him.
Greetings, Executive. I am...
Simon, what are you doing in the door?
Being without a permanent body, I can use whatever's available. Given that this particular door has a monitor, I took advantage.
You got lonely on the tram, didn't you?
Oh yes, very much. It was dark and scary there.
So, can you open it?
I'm afraid not. It seems I'm all locked up.
All right,
I got
Simon's
two
useless.
robots. I'll
I'm
bring
reading a
them to
security
y'all.
room nearby. Maybe we can use it to open this up. Can you look around for it?
Good luck, Executive. I'll be here if you need me.
Listen.
security room. There should be a way to hack the door.
I see it. I see him.
You do need me, right? I certainly wouldn't want to be a distraction.
Hey, well, what that Volt at so I can give him a shield. I see it. I see it.
Hello?
Yeah, so
Is
we got
anyone
like
there?
4 of them so
It's not
far.
easy
Here
being
we
a
go.
troll, you know?
Put a shield on him. Alright, let's go get this nigga.
You found it! All right. Unfortunately, this room has a firewall. You need to take it down so I can unlock the door. Be careful. You have to disengage the firewall at the exact moment I initiate my hack.
And it was a
If you mess up, you'll damage the data core. So take your time.
Yeah, right. You over here? Is the boss you trying to
You
kill?
have to take the firewall down. Simon and I will be here waiting. All right, I'm in. Careful with the timing.
Right.
This is a sensitive hack.
Releasing toxic gas.
On what? Yeah, come on. You gotta go into your 10-0 form, Wrinkly.
Don't be hasty. If you mess up, you damage the core. You have to take down the firewall at the same time I initiate the hack. Take it slow.
I'm
I've
never actually seen the gardens
You did
myself.
it!
I
Great
must
work,
say, this is
Operative.
quite
That door should
titillating.
be wide open. Grab the data core and let's go. You need to find a slot for your data core. There should be something in the next chamber.
Oh goodness, I should have anticipated this. Oh, how I do hate being adored.
When is a door
Okay,
not a
shield it
door?
down.
When it's
Shield
a
it down.
jar. Sorry. That was dumb.
It isn't funny.
I'll be back.
Look at this place. What's it for?
Ah yes, the attunement chamber. Executives at EdenCorp come here for their deepest of meditations. According to therapeutic practice, one is to sit at the feet of the Buddha and seek enlightenment.
Enlightenment my ass. I'm reading sodium pentothal, psychotropics, real MK Ultra shit. And the air is full of nanomachines connected to that statue over there. You're literally breathing Eden right now.
This very chamber has sparked the inspiration for countless Eden products. Vision questing is a healthy start to all productive enterprises. If I was still being paid, I would highly recommend it.
Operative, there's a computer interface at the Buddha statue. Connect your data core to it. Uh-oh. I'm reading synthetics outside, Operative. Surrounding the room.
Fascinating.
Would you stop with the fascinating? Just tell us what you're thinking.
Nothing. Nothing, never mind.
Ah!
Active mode machine. Attack maneuvers. Engage attack mode.
Is there any plant life in the attunement chamber? Maybe try hugging those trees?
Surround the target. Engage attack mode. Active murder machine.
Operative, bad news. The plants are sporing again. We're gonna have more hallucinations to deal with. Is there any plant life in the attunement chamber? Maybe try hugging those trees?
Welcome to Sector G, Ecohabitat, Botanical Gardens Delta, inside Facility 4. This is a relaxation and installation. High-ranking Eden employees go to recover from work and prepare for new endeavors. All the plant life is maintained by Watson Genomics, which has its corporate compound on the premises.
Look at this place. It's gigantic.
Oh boy, I've never actually seen the gardens myself. I must say this is quite titillating.
We're gonna need help getting closer to the compound. What about that tram? How about trying the tram? That should take us where we need to go.
Not to mention, it comes with a tour. I think this is going to be my favorite so far.
See if you can get that tram started. It's the fastest way in.
Thank you for visiting Eden's world-famous Botanical Gardens, maintained by Watson Genomics. Please keep all hands and feet inside the vehicle. 本日はワトソンジェノミクスがお送りするエデン植物園へお越しいただき誠にありがとうございます。危険ですので走行中は手足を列車の外に出さないようお願いいたします。
Watson Genomics is a state-of-the-art genetics corporation founded by Eden in 2133. Many of these species were created right here in EdenCorp by our friends at Watson.
Is something going on, Operative? Your biometrics are all wonky. Whoa! What the hell was that?
It would seem you experienced a hallucination, Executive. Perhaps it's all those drugs you're on.
Drugs?
Oh yes, Chairman Shiro established the gardens as a place where executives could engage in vision quests to keep the company vital. The air is awash in a variety of psychoactive and sedating substances.
Jesus, Simon! You couldn't have mentioned this before?
Warning. Unauthorized persons identified on tram. Deploying countermeasures.
Shit, here we go. You see those generators we're passing? Take them out! We've got company. Lots of it. I don't recommend letting this tram slow down any.
Warning. Unauthorized person still active. Deploying protection grid at nearest transit point.
Hear that? They've enabled a laser grid at the end of this section. I need you to destroy those generators as we pass by. It's the only way we're getting through this.
Approaching area locale 4. Moss and extinct spore-like trees from the late Carboniferous period.
Nice job. We're in. We stopped. We'll have to continue on foot.
Don't worry about me, Executive. I'm sure any rogue synthetics will think twice when they see this interface with his hackles up.
Man, Simon wasn't kidding. I'm reading all kinds of crazy airborne stuff in the atmosphere. Some of it is pretty old school, like what shamans use to trip their way into the spirit world.
Today there is not a person alive without one of Watson's patented genomics in their genetic structure.
That is horrifying.
Is it? I'll take your word for it.
Do you see the Watson compound? I need you to place your data core so I can hack the entrance. Come on. Take the data core and I'll get to hacking it. This is getting weird. I feel like I'm tripping. Get it together, Operative. You're hallucinating. Try to plot a course between the glowing trees. It's the only way to keep your sanity. Damn, this is hard. Try to keep to the trees. It's the plants. Their spores are kicking up airborne hallucinogens. Stay near those glowing trees. There's something about them that cancels out the effects. to the trees!
Just keep going, I guess.
That was intense. Did you hear those voices? It's like they were really talking to us. Just head inside. No need to thank me, and I don't do autographs. Watson Genomics. My sister went here when she had her kid. If you ask me, everybody cares too much about being perfect now. So what if your sister was short and had asthma? I was good at other things, Tina. Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Greetings, Executive. I am...
Simon, what are you doing on the door?
Being without a permanent body, I can use whatever's available. Given that this particular door has a monitor, I took advantage.
You got lonely on the tram, didn't you?
Oh, yes, very much. It was dark and scary there.
So, can you open it?
I'm afraid not. It seems I'm all locked up.
All right, Simon's useless. I'm reading a security room nearby. Maybe we can use it to open this up. Can you look around for it?
Good luck, Executive. I'll be here if you need me.
You found it! All right. Unfortunately, this room... All right, I'm in. Careful with the timing. This is a sensitive hack.
Releasing toxic gas.
Initiate the hack. Take it slow.
Oh boy, I've never actually seen the gardens
You
myself.
did it! Great work, Operative. That door should be wide open. Grab the data core and let's go. You need to find a slot for your data core. There should be something in the next chamber.
Well, I
Oh
pitched it.
goodness, I should have
And
anticipated
it was a
this.
success.
Oh, how I do hate
Sherman
being a
Shiro
door.
himself even
When is a
supported
door
my
not a
idea.
door? When it's a
Manager
jar.
told me I was going to
Sorry.
fundamentally change
It
the
isn't
ways
funny.
that gardens operate. Man, this shit is on me. Here's how it was supposed to work. Those nanoswarms the plants are pumping out, they're already interfacing with your brain chemistry, and they're all connected to the system. It's not a big leap to make that a two-way connection. A data network of people, all sharing one big trip, like we're supposed to. Except that's not what Eden built.
Look at this
They took
place.
the whole
What's it
neural
for?
imprint idea a step further.
Ah, yes, the attunement
The whole
chamber.
place is a form of
Executives at Eden Corp
network
come here for their
mind
deepest of
control.
meditations.
Plants that rewrite your
According to
brain.
therapeutic practice, one is to sit at the feet of the Buddha and seek
There are
enlightenment.
these trees that
Enlightenment,
broadcast
my
a block
ass.
signal
I'm reading
like
sodium
atoms
pentothal,
in the system.
psychotropics,
So blue collar
real
cells
MK
develop
Ultra
into
shit.
formation.
And the air is full of
Right.
nanomachines connected to that statue
Except
over there. You're
even
literally
that's not
breathing
enough.
Eden right now.
I found some poor dirt bathtub in
This very chamber has sparked the inspiration for countless Eden products. Vision questing is a healthy start to all productive enterprises. If I was still being paid, I would highly recommend it.
Operative, there's a computer interface at the Buddha statue. Connect your data core to it. Let's find out what this room's really about. Operative, we don't have all day. The Buddha may be patient, but I'm not. Chop chop. I think this is where Chairman Shiro brainwashes his executives.
Fascinating. If that truly is the case, the Vision Quest story would convince them the commands have their own ideas.
Uh-oh. I'm reading synthetics outside, Operative. Surrounding the room.
Fascinating.
Would you stop with the fascinating? Just tell us what you're thinking.
Nothing. Nothing, never mind.
Ah! Is there any plant life in the attunement chamber? Maybe try hugging the streets?
Target located. Seal off the exits. Engage attack mode. Surround the target.
Operative, bad news. Plants are exploring again. We're gonna have more hallucinations to deal with. Is there any plant life in the attunement chamber? Maybe try hugging those trees? Focus on the statue. Try to clear your mind. If you have a mantra, focus on that. Do you feel yourself drifting? Focus on that feeling. This is unbelievable. It's working. Your brain is functioning as a neural link-up. Operative? Operative, can you hear me? You have to get up. Try to pull it together. There's more synthetics headed your way. They're all around you!
safe position. Quick warning, combat. You have nowhere to hide. Simon. Remain where you are. Taking it, drop your weapons and submit. Making a run for it.
You did it! Head back the way you came and let's get out of here. Operative, this is unbelievable. I think your little transcendent experience provided me greater access to the Watson computer systems. I can see everything now. Those voices, they're so real. I wonder...
Angel, perhaps some discussion.
Oh my god. Operative, they're people. The nanomachines, the plants, the swarms help construct the plant life, and the spores they kick out have a quantitative payload. You're literally hearing Eden's data and its people. It's not just the brains they're taking, it's what's inside. The data we've been extracting is human consciousness, souls.
Perhaps we should calm down and talk.
Did you know? Did you know, Simon? Oh, we're gonna talk about this, all right. Damn it, I forgot. The tram. I need to get it working. I can hack it, but it's definitely gonna set off an alarm. So you'll have to hold them off while I... Incoming! Keep them off the tram!
Target, intruder. Bulrush attack procedures. Charge mode begin. Clear the area. Charge mode. Clear the area.
Angel.
I don't want to hear from you right now, Simon.
I didn't tell you because I wasn't sure how you'd react. Your father.
You think I didn't think about him? Just shut the hell up!
Okay. I did it. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be having some trouble.
How? I tried everything.
I asked it nicely. It's been very lonely here for the past few years. A little kindness can go a long way.
Simon, I'm still pissed at you, but right now you are amazing.
Thanks. I do try.
Trusting your friends
All right, I've done some digging, and I think I finally understand what happened. As I mentioned, Watson Genomics used nanoswarms on Earthlings to accelerate growth. Those swarms, like everything at Eden, are connected to the network. The spores you were breathing didn't just contain psychoactive chemicals. They contained a quantitative payload, data. Oh, it's kind of interesting, actually. Bleeding-edge nanoscience and shaman drug technology mixing in a way Eden never accounted for. That's what Quantum OS is, isn't it, Simon? It's people. The people Eden took. It's their minds.
Yes.
Then why call it OS?
That's what most never understand. OS doesn't mean operating system. It stands for Oasis of Souls. Eden's most prized creation. The culmination of the Human Evolution Project, first begun by Dr. Shiro.
So my father's not alive.
That depends on your definition of alive. Angel, I'm sorry. I should have told you.
It's fine.
No, it's not. I was afraid of the damage the knowledge would do. I know how much the message from your father meant to you, but I should not have kept this from you.
Thank you, Simon. Holy shit. Simon, I just realized. Do you know what this means?
That I used to be alive? Yes.
Wow, How long have you known?
It occurred to me at some point after the second robotics lab, when I started malfunctioning. But it doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because I was alive the moment I decided I was. I owe you for that. It never occurred to me that it was within my capability until you suggested it. What I was before doesn't matter.
Jesus, I'm sorry, Simon. You're a good person.
Is that an attempt at a joke?
It really isn't. Given what we know, it's more important than ever that we get inside the data chamber. This isn't just about bringing Eden down anymore. This just became a rescue mission.
You terrorists! Stop! This is what it used to be like. Humanity desperate, doomed from birth. But my father wanted more for us. He envisioned a future where souls were preserved, instead of being allowed to evaporate, like so much vaporware. He and his colleagues worked tirelessly. The famous League of 12. It was to be their greatest achievement. A new Eden for humanity, a world without death. And my father paid the ultimate price for his dream. The Shinjuku Cataclysm. Because of this one event, we learned enough about nuclear power to save the world. We mastered fusion in mere decades. Free energy and post-scarcity levels of resources made available to everyone on the planet. But not many remember what came in between. This period known as the Big Black, was a time of untold poverty, confusion, and desperation. I'm one of the few left to remember it. And then Eden lifted us out of our collective nightmare. A few centuries later, and most don't remember the Black occurred at all. Which is as it should be. But make no mistake, this is the natural state of life. Nasty, brutish, short. Do what you must after this, intruder. Continue onward into the data chamber. But I thought you should know what you oppose when you fight Eden Core. That you are opposing the Arc of Progress itself.
The investors will be here in 20 minutes, sir.
The evil hackers of Syndicate are wrapping their dark tendrils around Eden's noble data.
Emis, assemble!
Eden! The hackers are attacking Eden's mobile connectors with Sector J shipping harbor!
My god, the shipping! But how will people get their low-priced quality Eden products? Foolish terrorists! They're no match for the power of harmonious corporate synergy.
Alright, I've done some digging, and I think I finally understand what happened back there. As I mentioned, Watson Genomics used nanoswarms on their plants to accelerate growth. Those swarms, like everything at Eden, are connected to the network. The spores you were breathing didn't just contain psychoactive chemicals. They contained a quantitative payload. Data. People. It's kind of interesting, actually. Leading-edge nanoscience and shaman drug technology mixing in a way Eden never accounted for. That's what Quantum OS is, isn't it, Simon? It's people. The people Eden took.
remember to always use heavy arms when responding to robotic components.
Dude, this new job is crazy. So I'm the head researcher at the Sector G Eagle Habitat Botanical Gardens Delta. It's a relaxation and inspiration environment, which is the corporate way of saying it gets you high as balls. Well, not really. It's more like some light buzz and inspiration achieved through stimulation of the DMT transmitters in the brain. But these dudes take their vision questions seriously. It's right there in the orientation materials. Eden believes corporate-sponsored vision quests help, quote, keep the brand vital. I'm telling you, this place is bonkers. The grounds are maintained by Watson Genomics, which was founded by Eden in the 2130s under the appearance of being some separate shit to avoid antitrust laws. And when all that regulation junk went away, the companies officially merged. And the shit they're working on, extinct and genetically modified spores, plant life, but hell, some of this shit's never even existed at all outside of a lab. And the way it all works is pretty interesting. See, these plants are total Frankensteins. The kind of shit that require major upkeep just to stay alive. So there are these nanoswarms, clouds of miniature machines that build and maintain the plants at the molecular level. Then the plants kick out more nanomachines to replenish the system. The swarm interfaces with your neurology, which is what gets you high. Plant-based machine tripping. My hand is God. The thing is, they could do so much more. Imagine a whole new way of linking humans together. You connect them to the system, let them process data and solve problems. Real hippie shit, you know? Man, I am totally pitching this. Well, I pitched it, and it was a success. Chairman Shiro himself even supported my idea. Management told me I was going to fundamentally change the way the gardens operate. Man, this shit is on me. Here's how it was supposed to work. Those nanoswarms the plants are pumping out, they're already interfacing with your brain chemistry, and they're all connected to the system. It's not a big leap to make that a two-way connection. A data network of people, all sharing one big trip, like we're supposed to. Except that's not what Eden built. They took the whole neural imprint idea a step further. The whole place is a form of networked mind control. Plants that rewrite your brain. There are these trees that broadcast a blocker signal, like admin rails for the system, so blue-collar schmucks can go in and perform maintenance without frying their brains. Except, even that's not enough. I found some poor E-dirt bastard out there the other day, just drooling. Must have wandered off the path. I built a jailbreak, of course. I'm not a total spaz. But how long before they realize I'm not with the program? Tune me in, turn me on, and drop my ass into the system. The worst part are the attunement chambers. These new deep meditation structures Eden installed all over the grounds. The tough part is they convince you it's a trip. There was this thing from old world history, MK Ultra. I read about it in books. It was a government mind control project that used hallucinogens to rewrite people's brains. It didn't work, obviously. Mostly what it did was turn a bunch of government employees into vegetables. But the attunement chambers do work. I fucked up, man. I fucked up really bad.
Eden Collective started with a bang, but ended with a whimper, with each one of the prime movers leaving quietly to form corporations in its aftermath. In retrospect, it was always doomed to fail. People only cared about what made money, what was legal, what was moral. No one cared about what made progress, what was right, what was necessary. No one except Shiro. And he continued his commitment to the dream of Eden long after the rest of us had given up and returned to our normal lives. But his experience with people had taken its toll. He took a dim view of the human animal after that, increasingly disconnected from the mankind he was supposedly trying to save. I believe he was so used to doing the impossible, to getting his way, that to find those few things in which he could not, the things that really mattered, was too much for his massive and fragile ego to bear. Those of us who knew him best could see he was coming apart at the seams, and separated ourselves from him as such. In the years leading up to the Shinjuku Cataclysm, Shiro poured billions into Project Adam and the Curiosity Protocols. An endeavor the foremost computer scientists agree was little more than vaporware, impossible, even by today's standards. Unfortunately, when Hideki perished in the blast, we had not spoken for 5 years. Much has been written about our marriage and its subsequent fallout, none of which I have any desire to rehash here, except to say that, despite everything, I loved him. However, I am not so foolish as to believe he loved me back. In the end, Hideki Shiro was not capable of loving anything except the dream.